Somewhere in the harsh wilderness of Hokkaido, in a land not so far from the Russo-Japanese War, comes a young man by the name of Saichi Sugimoto, who earned his reputation as an ex-soldier for being very resilient in combat. Some would even say impossible to kill. Desperate for cash, in order to fulfill the promise he made to a fallen comrade, Sugimoto learns about a secret fortune of Ainu gold, a treasure fabled by many but buried under mystery. The map to this treasure, tattooed on the skin of 24 convicts who escaped from prison. Sugimoto happens upon this legend after a chance encounter with a drunken man telling him of the gold and the tattoos. That night, Sugimoto gets attacked by a bear but gets saved in another stroke of fate by Asurpa, a young girl from Ainu whose father was killed by one of the convicts involved in the theft of the gold. Asurpa, however, is very suspicious of his motives initially, and she accepts to take him along with her in return for his help in finding the murderer of her father. Thus was born a very unlikely partnership, and they started off on the journey. As they journey into the wilderness, Sugimoto learns more about the Ainu way of living in respect of their deeply intertwined connection with nature and Asurpa's survival skill. Not only does the duo have to brave so much danger, but they also come in with other risk factors, other hunters and mercenaries wanting that gold for their own benefit. The first of several confrontations is with a tattooed convict, which exposes the violence of what's yet to come. These are not just ordinary tattooed men, many are hardened killers, all with their own agendas, who will do all it takes to ensure that piece of the map does not fall into the wrong hands. But it's not just Sugimoto and Asurpa who are after the treasure. Toshizo Hijikata, a former samurai and historical figure, turns out to be one of the big players. Having broken out of prison himself, he puts together his own team of dangerous dudes to track down the convicts and take the gold for himself. Hijikata is aged but still as cunning and merciless as ever, his presence adding to the growing tension. In the middle of all that comes another force, the 7th Division of the Japanese Army under the weird and wily Lieutenant Tsurumi. Tsurumi has his own plan regarding the gold. He wants to use the gold to finance a military coup. With half his skull now covered in a steel plate because of a war injury, Tsurumi is as terrifying as he is unpredictable. His twisted charisma draws soldiers to his cause. As the plot thickens, Sugimoto and Asurpa follow convict after convict, each one more troublesome than the last. They go from being faced with an ace in hunting to a crazed doctor. They really get a variety of dangerous foes. They eventually pick up Shiraishi, a cowardly yet skilled escape artist and one of the tattooed convicts, along the way. His comic relief balances the grim realities of their journey, though even Shiraishi knows the stakes are high. With Sugimoto and Asurpa struggling to survive together from battles with vicious animals to near-death situations with other treasure hunters, comes the depth in their bond. This is despite their very different backgrounds, and they grow to depend on one another. Knowledge of the land by Asurpa and combat skills by Sugimoto make them a deadly duo. But the world around them grows darker. Lieutenant Tsurumi manipulates his soldiers, sowing seeds of distrust and loyalty to his cause, while Hijikata's group moves ever closer to achieving their own plans. The tattooed skins are slowly being pieced together, revealing more of the map to the gold, but with every victory comes greater danger. It now dawns on them that the hunt for Ainu gold is not a race for fortune, but a battle of survival, wits, and willpower. Tensions come to a full boil in these last episodes of the season as the various factions go against each other, and Sugimoto finds himself facing really tough moral decisions. Asurpa is also conflicted with her father's legacy and what that gold represents to her people. The season ends on a cliffhanger that leaves Sugimoto and Asurpa at a crossroads, enemies closing in, while secrets of the Ainu gold remain to be unearthed. It's just the beginning for Sugimoto and Asurpa, though, with greater danger and mysteries even deeper promised ahead.